Hey folks, happy Tuesday. We continue walking through this most important week in the Christian life together, this Holy Week 2022. So here we are. I've got my April prayer calendar. We're walking through all these resurrection passages of Jesus, and today we continue in John chapter 20. So open in your gospel, in your Bible, to the Gospel of John chapter 20, and this wonderful resurrection story, one of my favorites, in fact, and I think one of the ones that certainly I, and maybe we in general, can relate to the most. John chapter 20, verse 10. Then the disciples returned to their homes, but Mary stood weeping outside the tomb. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb, and she saw two angels in white sitting where the body of Jesus had been laying, one at the head and the other at the feet. When they said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" she said to them, "They have taken away my Lord, and I do not know where they have laid him." When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Who are you looking for?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Hebrew, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Do not hold on to me, because I have not yet ascended to the Father, but go to my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord." And she told them that he had said these things to her. This great passage is so rich. So question number one for me is, Jesus is resurrected, and Mary doesn't recognize him. She thinks he looks like the gardener. Now, he doesn't look like a ghost. It's not as if he's resurrected without his body and he's some other form. He's clearly the form of a man, because she mistakes him for the gardener. So it's baffling to me to think, what did the body of Jesus look like resurrected in such a way that Mary didn't recognize him? She thought he was the gardener. More importantly in this passage is that Jesus is right there with Mary, and she doesn't recognize it. How many times can that be said of your life or of mine? I know many, many in mine. And this is why I always talk about sort of tuning our lives to the things of God. That we through spiritual discipline, prayer and worship and generosity and service and devotion, through these ways, what we're trying to do is we're trying to sort of tune our life. Think of the old radio where you had to tune it, right? Tune your life so that you are more in tune with God. So that when God was right there with you, as God was with Mary, you're so in tune with God that you realize it right then and right there. See, most often today, we realize it in hindsight, a year later, 20 years later. We want to realize it right now. And I think that we can resonate so much with Mary, that there is Jesus right there in front of her, the one who she is searching for, looking for, and she doesn't even recognize him. So this Lenten season, I hope that we have done the work of purging from our lives and adding into our lives so that we have a better chance of recognizing when God comes close to our lives. God bless you. Have a great day.